the number of Omicron patients in India has now risen to 38, with Kerala reporting its first case of this new variant. 5 fresh cases surfaced today, 1 each in Chandigarh, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Maharashtra and now Kerala. For Andhra Pradesh and Chandigarh in Kerala, these were the first cases reported, and now the Kerala Health Minister has confirmed just a little while ago that an Omicron case has now been reported in Kerala. Sneha Merikoshi is following the story. She now joins us. So Sneha, what can you tell us about this patient, this first person in Kerala to have tested positive for this new Omicron variant, and what is the government doing about following up with anyone he or she has been in contact with?
Well, Sarah, so this is, as you said, the first Omicron case in Kerala. What the minister has said, this person is a UK returnee, came via the Etihad flight via Abu Dhabi. And the first test of this person was negative. And then again on December 8th, when this person was tested, this person tested positive. The genomic sequencing was done, and it was the Omicron variant. So all 149 passengers who were on board with him on the same flight have been informed, including the high-risk passengers who were sitting right next to him. In terms of his condition, there's nothing to worry is what the minister is saying. The person is stable in an isolation ward. In terms of the primary contacts of this person, they have been traced. Primarily, it's the mother and the wife that were the primary contacts. They have also tested positive. It isn't clear at this point whether the genomic sequencing results for the 2 primary contacts have arrived, but they have tested positive, and the further sequencing would be done. All the contacts, primary contacts, have been identified and have been informed, is what the hospital authorities are saying. What is perhaps important also to reiterate that all 3 of them who have tested positive in this case, 1 for Omicron, 2 otherwise who have tested positive as primary contacts, they all are stable and are doing fine, according to the health minister.
All right, Sneha Merikoshi reporting from Kerala. And Maharashtra's Nagpur reported its first case of the Omicron variant, a 40-year-old man who came back from South Africa via Delhi. He then tested positive at the airport on the 6th of December. His genome test reports from the National Institute of Virology came in today. This is now Maharashtra's 18th case of the Omicron variant. And to slam the brakes on the spread of this virus, variant of the virus, prohibitory orders banning large gatherings were declared in Mumbai for the 11th and 12th of December. That was for the weekend.
As far as that, after this patient returned, after this person returned to Nagpur, he underwent genome sequencing along with the COVID-19 test, and only after that it became clear that he had an Omicron infection. As of now, what we know is that he is stable and is undergoing treatment at the hospital. Other members of the patient's family have been reported negative. So this is what we know as of now. Also, other people who came in contact with the patient concerned are being traced, and all of them are being tested by the administration. The samples of the concerned person was taken at the Nagpur airport on 4th of December, and after getting the reports, now he is being treated. So this is what we know as of now, and this is the 18th case that the Maharashtra it has been reported in Maharashtra. We know how there were 7 cases reported on Friday, after which there was Section 144 imposed in Mumbai for Saturday and Sunday, and now we see that there is another case that is being reported in Nagpur. In fact, the first case of Omicron that is being reported in Nagpur. Now, it would be important to see that what are the things that come forward once the tracing happens, and what will be the administration doing after this. As of now, what we know is that at least his family members have tested negative, and the contact tracing is still going on.
Thanks so much, Sohita. And meanwhile, in Andhra Pradesh, a man who returned from Ireland tested positive for the Omicron strain, which has raised concerns of a fresh outbreak of the coronavirus across the world. This man is currently in Visakhapatnam. Meanwhile, the Karnataka health minister tweeted that this 34-year-old male returning from South Africa has tested positive. He is isolated. He is being treated in a government hospital. 5 primary and 15 secondary contacts have been traced and samples have been sent of all of them for testing. This is the 3rd case of the Omicron variant that has been detected in Karnataka. And in Chandigarh, a 20-year-old who had come from Italy to visit his relatives has tested positive for the Omicron variant. On landing on the 22nd of November, he was in home quarantine. He then tested positive for COVID. On retesting on the 1st of December, a genome sequencing test then confirmed this was a case of the Omicron variant. This man was completely asymptomatic. He had been fully vaccinated with the Pfizer vaccine, while in Italy he is currently in institutional quarantine. His 7 high-risk family contacts have been placed in quarantine too. All of them tested negative for COVID in an RT-PCR test. They have been tested again today.